I am back from No Buy July, and boy, do I have a haul for you guys, so stay tuned to find out more. Alright guys, welcome back into haul video number 116. So, as I mentioned, I am back from No Buy July. It was a great month. I'll recap kind of what I did in separate sections of this video, but yeah, no, it's been great so far. Start off this month with a little bit of a haul here. We'll kind of go over what I bought, but yeah, I'm very excited. It's always nice to have that little bit of time to step back and just break away from all that stuff. Definitely clears my mind up and definitely gives me some more clarity with certain things, in my life, in some ways, for sure. So yeah, so a little diatribe aside, we'll go ahead and get into the sections here. So we do have stuff for each section here today. Comics, cards, and Lego. So let's go ahead and get into the Lego section here. Or not Lego, the comics section. Alright guys, welcome into the comic book section here of haul video number 116. So as I mentioned here, I did go ahead and purchase some comics. I do have some IST orders that are on the way. All this stuff though I did purchase while I was traveling this week. So this week I actually traveled down to Georgia for work. So while I was in Georgia, I made a couple stops at some stores and picked up some comics. I went to a Half Price Books and a Second and Charles, and I grabbed good amount of stuff there. We'll show kind of what that is. While I was also down there, I stopped by an Ollie's nearby, but it was pretty desolate in terms of comics. Like, they had like a good amount of comics, but they were all just like really bottom of the barrel type of stuff. Like, there was nothing that was really worth picking up there. So I decided to not go and pick anything up from there. So I stayed with my stack here. Not too crazy, not too big here. Most of it is continuing series that I already have started collecting. And then there's one series here that I was fortunate enough to actually collect all of what has been released so far. We'll talk about that here shortly. But yeah, let me grab these books here and we'll go ahead and get started. So the first chunk of books here that I picked up was a series that I believe my friend told me about a couple months ago, and ended up not picking it up. I don't know if we saw it at a store or he just told me about it or he had it. But that book is Copperhead. It's an Image series, so I ended up picking up actually all 4 trades of the series. And I went back and did some research because I was curious. I'm like, is there more volumes for me to collect? Went back and looked, and the series is 19 issues long. 18 issues are collected in trade paperback, and it's been on hiatus since 2018. So I don't know if it's ever going to come back. Who knows? But yeah, I went ahead and picked these up. I got all these combined for like maybe, like, I'm trying to think, maybe like $23, which is not too bad at all. Like, $6 a trade. Art in here is looking really nice. See here kind of what that looks like inside there. But yeah, no, I'm really excited for this. I read the premise, but I can honestly tell you I actually forget what it is now, so I can't really tell you off the top of my head. But I guess I could just read the first trade and tell you. It says, welcome to Copperhead, a grimy mining town on the edge of a backwater planet. Single mom Clara Bronson is the new sheriff. On her first day, she'll have to contend with a resentful deputy, a shady mining tycoon, and a family of alien hillbillies. And did we mention the massacre? So it looks like kind of like a dystopian type of vibe. So very cool to see that, and very cool to get this all, you know, one spot here. That's really awesome. Usually there's volumes that are missing and stuff like that, but with that, I got pretty fortunate there. So that's the first thing I picked up. I'm gonna try to keep these in alphabetical order. So next book I got here, also from that Second and Charles, was the third volume of Die. So this is another image series that I've been collecting. I think I bought the first trade like maybe a year and a half ago. My friends got me interested in it, and I think there's only one more left for me to collect, and then I have the whole series. So this is kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons type of like game gone wrong. Written by Kieran Gillen, so I have very high hopes for this. Kind of see here. Let's see what issues this collects as well. I'm trying to see. This is the third volume, which is called The Great Game. Let's see. This collects issues 11 through 15 of Die. So yeah, very excited to read this and to get this series a read through. I'm getting very close to like finishing up a lot of image series that I've been like slowly collecting over the last year or two. You know, East of West is getting there, Die is getting there. Some other series I'll show here shortly are too as well. But yeah, so that's very exciting. Let's see. After that, we got, let's see, put these all in order so that I don't screw them up. The next two books I got here were from they were from Half Price Books. So I picked these up. I picked up volumes 5 and 6 of Gideon Falls by Jeff Lemire and Dave Stewart, Andrea Sorrentino. So again, this is another series that I'm collecting slowly but surely. Trying to make sure nothing's on here that's explicit to show. But yeah, I picked up volumes 5 and 6, so I think all I have left now is volume 4, I want to say. I'm not sure where I put those volumes at. Let's see. Oh no, I need volumes 2 and 3. So once I get those, then I think that's the whole series. I think there's only 6 volumes of this. So again, this should be a very quick series to read through. You know, 6 small trades here probably will take me less than a week to get through, honestly. So yeah, very excited to pick those up for a decent price. These are cheaper than IST. I think IST's prices go for like they've been like $8 or $9, so nice to get them for a little bit cheaper than that. All right, so the next book I got here is continuing another DC. Let me pull this receipt out here. This is continuing another DC series that I have been slowly collecting, and honestly, you know, at this point, these are kind of the only Rebirth like volumes I'm looking to collect, and that is Green Arrow by Benjamin Percy. That's volume 4, The Rise of Star City. So this collects issues 18 through 25 of Green Arrow. So you can see here the back, very iconic there. You know, I think this might be a good jumping on point for Green Arrow. I mean, there is the Mike Girl run, but it's just very hard to collect right now. You got the omnibus and the paperbacks, both that have been out of print for a little bit here. So I think I'm fine with just sticking with this for now and just kind of reading this run. I do have Green Arrow Year 1, I think, so I can always read that too, but my Green Arrow collection is not the biggest, but I'm fine with that. I think I can live with that. Okay, next volume here is another DC series I've been collecting, also a Rebirth series, and that is Flash Volume 5, Negative by Josh Williamson. So this collects issues 28 through 32, as well as DC Holiday Special 2017 number 1. So again, this is the same boat as the Green Arrow one. We're kind of just collecting these runs. For Flash, I only have the Silver Age volume, and then all of Mark Waid, and then this run here. So depending on how I like those other runs, I might consider getting other runs like that are Flash related. But for right now, I'm fine with just picking this up. My goals were to just collect the volumes of these books until the writer changes. And for both of these, it was both Benjamin Percy for all of them. So I figured might as well just continue that. You know, it should be a consistent story, I'm hoping, throughout. And then the last book I bought here was, again, another series I've been consistently collecting here. And, you know, that is Powers Volume 6, The Sellouts. So with this series, I did see like a crap ton more volumes at Second and Charles. I probably could have collected up to like volume 15 of the series, but I'm kind of trying to pace myself because I don't want to, like, first of all, I had a limited amount of space. I was traveling, so like I only had a suitcase in my backpack, so like I didn't want to have to like lug around like, you know, 15, 20, 25, 30 pounds of comic books. Also, it just wouldn't fit into my backpack, so like I just decided to take up this volume, and I'm sure I'll find other Powers volumes at some point down the line, but for right now, I just went ahead and picked this up, and you know, got it for half price, which is pretty good. Can't beat that. And I'm trying to see what numbers this collects here. I can't. It doesn't say, but yeah, really excited to get this for a decent price there. And honestly, that's my haul. I mean, like I said, not too much. A lot of skinny trade paperbacks this time, but as I said earlier, I do have a couple of in-stock trades orders that are, one just shipped today and a couple more are being picked and scanned. So I should have some more comics coming down the line here. You know, I know like, you know, all this stuff about, you know, No Buy July, and I just go ahead and buy all this stuff. I honestly don't feel too bad about this because that stuff I can definitely get through like really quickly. You know, that's all modern trades, so like, I can read that pretty quickly. I guess I should have mentioned this beforehand, but just to kind of comment a little bit about my No Buy July, I did end up reading almost 1.5% of my collection, which again doesn't sound like a lot in the grand scheme of things, but it really did make a huge dent in my collection. And then there are some things that I've taken out and looking to sell. Just trying to slim down my collection and just get rid of stuff that I probably am not going to ever get to reading, or stuff that I probably will never ever collect all of it for. You know, so, and there's also some stuff I noticed in my collection that I'm going to be upgrading to other collections soon anyway, so there's no point to keep them in my collection right now. So so yeah, I'm trying to trim some stuff down. But yeah, definitely got a lot of reading done. I read through a lot of Thor stuff. Just finished up some She-Hulk things. What I've actually started doing in this month is reading 2 books simultaneously. Prior to doing that, I used to always just read one book, and I was just forcing myself to get through that one book and had no other books to read. But what I've been trying to do is balancing like a nice easy read towards the end of the day, and then also having like a more heavy, like focus intensive book, if that makes sense, during the day. So just stuff to switch off from, you know. So for example, you know, I've been reading a lot of Thor lately, and you know, kind of got a little burnt out on Thor, so I jumped over to some miniseries that I was reading here, like Black Knight, Black Widow. I started reading that Garfield comic because it's a very nice book just to read before bed, right? It's very, yeah, it's very easy to get through. So it's just stuff like that, and I've noticed that I've been able to cut through my collection reading a lot faster that way. Just because I feel more inclined to read more each day versus having to read 6 issues of Thor every day. I can read 3 issues of Thor, then, you know, 60 pages of Garfield or whatever, right? So just trying to increase my palette of what I read on a daily basis, and I think it's definitely helped me enjoy the hobby more. And also I feel like I'm making more of a dent in my collection. I certainly am. I definitely feel like at this point I'm outpacing what I'm buying, which is always good, right? Like that's the goal, is I don't want to buy more than what I can possibly read. So that's kind of where we're at. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I guess another thing too, just to mention what I'm reading right now. Just finished the She-Hulk by Dan Slott, or not Dan Slott, by Peter David omnibus. So at this point, I have finished reading all of my She-Hulk collection, which is really great. Just in time for the show next week, which I'm really excited for. Well, I guess probably this week at the time of this recording, once I publish this next week, that will be like the day before the show gets released on Disney Plus. But yeah, so after that, I'm probably gonna finish up my Thor readathon. I have a couple more epics here to get through for Volume 1, and then probably gonna jump into some Black Panther to get prepared for the Black Panther Wakanda Forever movie that's coming out. I have read the Don McGregor stuff, so I just need to read Jack Kirby, Christopher Priest, Reginald Hudlin, and Ta-Nehisi Coates. So not too much. Well, actually, it is a lot. I mean, it's pretty much my whole shelf of Black Panther, but I don't think it's going to take me too long to get through that. So if I start here in the middle of August or into September, I should have enough time until the movie comes out. So that's the plan. But again, guys, I really do appreciate you guys watching this section, and we'll move on here to the trading cards. Alright guys, welcome into the trading card section here of Haul Video 116. So I did go ahead and purchase one thing here. I did go and buy this at Walmart about a week ago. And, you know, I guess one thing I'm trying to do with my trading card collecting is trying to hold back on buying a lot of booster packs. I kind of feel like my route towards collecting now is just going towards like theme decks and stuff like that. So that's why I went ahead and picked up this. It's a double theme deck, V-Battle deck, I guess, and that is Mewtwo versus Melmetal. So got this. It was $40 at Walmart, which kind of annoyed me because like when I rang it up on the Walmart app, it came up as 32, and it was 40, and I'm like, okay, well, whatever. But yeah, these dual packs are awesome. In the past, I've always bought them separately, so this is the first one that I bought together in a dual pack. I think it saves you some money, but you know, you can see here kind of the back. But I do look forward to playing this with Monica, my girlfriend. You know, like we like to play with the new decks when they come out. We haven't played with the other one that I got, which I think was Lycanroc and Corviknight. I think those are the two like V decks that were out. But no, I'm really excited for this. I think this will be really fun to have. I gotta order some more sleeves because I know I don't have enough to cover these up, so I gotta get more ordered. But yeah, really, I always love these. These are really nice to have and just to pull out, and like just you have everything you need to have to just start playing, you know. And they're very well balanced, you know, that not one of them is overpowered by the other. So I think this will be a fun one to play with. So really cool to get that. But yeah, other than that, that is the trading card section. I mean, not much to go over here, but like I said, in the future, I'm gonna try to keep my collection to just like the V-Battle decks, and then, you know, ETBs probably. I mean, I don't know, maybe a booster pack here or there, but I don't want to overdo it. So that's that. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching this section of the video. Alright guys, so welcome into the Lego section here of haul video number 116. So I do have a couple sets here. I do have some more that are on the way actually. I just ordered a set today. Actually just one set I ordered. So not sets, one set on the way, I guess. But yeah, I'll be showing that one off shortly here. But yeah, got some sets here. And this first one, I do want to give a shout out to my girlfriend for picking up for me. The set came out like while I was still on No Buy July, and she felt bad and she knew how much I wanted, so she ended up buying it for me. And it was kind of scary because when she bought it, it was on back order, so they gave her an email saying that they would ship it as soon as possible, and you know, she got it just in time. for me to come home today. So that was really cool. And that set is the 40570 Halloween Cat and Mouse. So this is the seasonal set for Halloween fall time this year. So last year we did get the owl as like a full like comprehensive build of a stand, and keeping with the theme for this year, Lego has done these sets with 2 kind of characters available in them. So really cool to get this one. I really do like the design with this, the black cat and the mouse and the little pumpkin and the stand. It's very fun, very in the spirit of fall. So definitely excited to build this. And I do believe if this is the same as the other sets, there are 2 instruction manuals here, so 2 people can build this simultaneously. So I definitely will be, Monica and I will definitely be building this together here in the next coming few months. Certainly not right now, because we're both in denial that fall is coming. I think, you know, we don't want to rush too much into it. September 1st is kind of like the beginning of fall for me and her, so we've accepted that. But yeah, really cool to get this, and I just want to give a huge shout out to her for picking this up for me. So thank you, Monica. All right, the next set I bought here was a set that I bought from Kohl's.com because at the time of this recording, they are running a Kohl's Cash sale or promotion where if you spend $50 or more in Kohl's Cash, you get, I can't talk. For every $50 you spend at Kohl's, you get $10 of Kohl's Cash. So essentially that equates to about 20% off future purchases, or I guess money, whatever. It's way better than the Lego reward system is. The only catch is that you get the Kohl's Cash at a certain amount of time. For a certain amount of time, you have to spend it within a time frame. So I believe this promotion ends on August 14th. And then the Kohl's Cash, you have to use it between August 15th through the 24th, I want to say. So I've been building up some of that. I got this set, and then I also have another set that's coming. So I should have at least $20 of Kohl's Cash to use on a set, which I already kind of picked out which set that I want that to be. But yeah, just catching up on some previous sets that I've been meaning to pick up, but just was kind of waiting on like a sale or some type of promotion to justify it. And the one that I picked up here was the 76208 Goat Boat. Another reason why I picked this up too is Kohl's, at least at the time when I picked it up, was did not increase the price yet. So this was one of those sets that has increased in price on Lego.com from $50 to $60. So I was able to get this for $50, which you know, is honestly a good deal for it right now, because the price increases forced up to $60. So I went ahead and picked it up while it was still $50. And this is honestly the only set I'll probably care to get for Thor, Love and Thunder. The other set's a $20 set, but essentially it has the same exact minifigures that are in this set. So I see absolutely no reason to pick up that set aside from the build, which the build is not really that spectacular. It looks like Hidden Side to me, honestly. It looks really bad. But yeah, this set's amazing. For $50 you get, you know, Gore, Korg, King Valkyrie, Thor, and then the Mighty Thor, Jane Foster Thor. And then just an amazing build. I definitely want to put this on a display stand to kind of make it elevated a little bit. But this is just an amazing set. You know, I'm really excited that Lego brought this to us. You know, reading the Thor books, the Thor comics, prior to the movie coming out, I definitely like got to understand like the mythology behind this, and like where these where the boat came from, and where like the two goats came from. I can't remember their names. It's like Tooth Gnasher and Tooth Crusher. I forget. They're two like weird names. But anyway, yeah, very excited to get this. You can see here the back. And honestly, I'm kind of itching to get this built today. So we'll see if I can do that. But yeah, great set, and very excited to get that built. Also, fun fact, Thor in this set has Qui-Gon Jinn's like hair piece, which I think is kind of interesting. You can kind of see that there on the box. So pretty neat, but yeah, that's that. And then the last set here I bought was at Walmart. So went to Walmart the first Friday of August, which I guess is kind of a good time to go because, you know, as we all know, August 1st is when like Lego kind of releases their full summer wave, at least here in North America. That's when we got a lot of the stuff. So with that comes, you know, the need to move out some shelf space with the older sets, and because of that, stuff goes on clearance. And I was able to pick up a set that I had my eyes on for a while and just couldn't justify spending the amount of money on it at full price. But I saw that it was 20 bucks off and I jumped on it, and I'm really happy I did because now this completes my Eternals collection of sets that I picked up, and that is the 76156 Rise of Domo. So this set's amazing. It has some great minifigures, you know, pretty much all the minifigures that we didn't get in the other sets are in here, which actually might just be Phastos and Druig. I think we got the rest of these in other sets. I know we got Icarus and Cersei and Athena. I think we got Makkari in another set too. But yeah, this is amazing. You got some Deviants. You got this giant build here, which again, might display well on a stand. I'll have to see. Oh, there is some nice interior going on there too. So yeah, pick this up for 70 bucks, which the original price on this was 90. So to get it for $20 off is pretty insane. I mean, that's more than 20% off of the set. It's like around 25% or something. I don't know the exact number, but yeah, I definitely am really excited to get this build, you know, and like I said before, this kind of completes my Eternals collection. You can kind of see behind me over there, Arishem. So I have him, and then I have the smaller sets that came out, and then this is the biggest one of the bunch. So, oops, sorry about that. So for some reason, my phone's acting up. I'm not sure what's going on, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this segment of the video. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching haul video 116. A lot of good stuff here, and do appreciate you watching it. So please consider to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I will see you guys on the flip side. Peace.